Bienvenue à la leçon 2 de B1 Unité 1. Je m'appelle Joshua Sakura et je vous accueille à cette leçon. Aujourd'hui, nous allons apprendre comment exprimer la certitude et le doute et aussi le pronom donc. Euh, à la fin de cette unité, il est impératif que vous pouvez exprimer la peur et la possibilité. All right. In this lesson, we shall be learning how to express certitude and a doubt. Also, the pronoun don't. One of the things that you should be learning to do in this lesson or in this unit is that you will be learning how to express your fears. When I mean fear, I'm saying that what is not certain, what you doubt, basically, and also what is possible, la possibilité. Moving on, guys. Pour commencer, d'abord, nous allons voir exprimer la possibilité et l'impossibilité. To express possibility and impossibility. D'abord, l'expression c'est il est possible and il est impossible. Now, so what I want to show you here is that if you are going to use il est possible que, if you use il est possible que, you are not going to use subjunctive. All right, because when you express possibility, there's no point, you know what, no problems. All right, it is when you express il est impossible que, then you have to use a subjunctive. All right, so expression of doubt here requires subjonctif. Mais il est possible qu'il vienne, il est possible de travailler, ou il est possible de venir. Those ones are all right. So, il se peut que means it seems like it is possible that. All right. Il se peut que means it is possible that. So these are expressions that you can use to express possibility and impossibility. For example, il est impossible qu'il vienne demain. Il est impossible qu'il vienne demain. All right. Il est impossible qu'il vienne demain. Il est impossible qu'il vienne demain, or il est impossible de venir demain. So if you're going to use the preposition de, so if you're going to use the word preposition de, then we don't need a subjunctive. All right. But if you're using il est impossible que, il est impossible qu'il vienne demain, then there's also the expression il se peut que. Il se peut que means it is possible that. All right. Il se peut qu'il vienne demain. It is possible that he comes tomorrow. Now, B, let's learn how to express la certitude et ou la doute. That is what is certain and what is not, or what you are not sure of. The expression here that we're using as an example is je suis sûr or j'en suis sûr. Of course, I know that you know je crois, je pense, all right, but we want to show you something else, all right? So je suis sûr, I am sure, j'en suis sûr, I am sure of it. Now, like I said, si vous utilisez je suis sûr or j'en suis sûr, le verbe viendra à l'indicatif. The verb will come in an indicative form. That is, it's not going to be subjunctive. All right. Je suis sûr qu'il vient demain. I am sure that he is coming tomorrow. All right. Je suis sûr qu'il vient demain. But if you are expressing a doubt, si vous exprimez la doute, or si vous exprimez le doute, rather, you should be willing or you should know that you will be expressing it in subjunctive. All right. So, for example, la peur s'exprime au subjonctif. Je doute or je ne suis pas sûr. Je doute means I doubt, or je ne suis pas sûr means I am not sure. Then the verb has to be in subjunctive. Yeah. All right. So it says je doute qu'il vienne demain. Qu'il vienne demain, or je ne suis pas sûr qu'il vienne demain. All right. Now, finally on this page, we look at l'apparence. L'apparence means how something appears, how it seems like. All right. So these are expressions that you can use to express how a thing looks like. For example, ça ressemble à. It looks like, isn't it? Cela ressemble à. All right. Or on dirait. On dirait que, that is, one can say, all right, on dirait que, j'ai l'impression que, I like this expression personally, j'ai l'impression que, I have the impression that, or il semble que, it seems like, but I like this one better even, il me semble que. Il me semble que means that it seems to me that, il me semble que. Then there's also, then finally here, avoir l'air. Avoir l'air means to have the feel of. So I can tell somebody that, oh, tu as l'air fatigué. Tu as l'air fatigué means you feel tired. It looks like you're tired. You appear to be tired. The expression is with avoir. So for example, il a l'air fatigué. All right. Il a l'air fatigué. He appears to be tired. He seems to be tired. That's what that means. All right. So here we have learned how to express what is possible, what you're sure of, and what you're not sure of, and how a thing looks like. All right. Avoir l'air fatigué, avoir l'air. Il me semble que, j'ai l'impression que. I think those are expressions that you want to begin to inculcate in your expressions now.